welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome to Child of Luna. If you don't know my name is Mia, and I hope you enjoy your staying. So today we are doing a week from now. This is the first video that I felt comfortable making, getting back into tarot on YouTube. Before we get into the pile selection, I just want to say that I'm very grateful to be here. It has been a very, very long time since I recorded a video or I got into tarot on YouTube, and it has been a ride, my friends, so welcome aboard. Alright, so today we are doing 7 days from now or a week ahead. On Patreon I am doing 3 days from now, so it's more, so the timing is a little short notice, let's just say that. Alright, so the link to all of my social media, including my Patreon, will be down below if you would like to join. So just want to do a little bit of self-promotion. This is a candle that I made. I sell candles. I have a website up. This one is called Curves and it's scented caramel. It's not out yet. It's one of my favorites. I'm just still delighting myself with them. But this one is called Luna and has a sweet and warm and a musky scent. It has dried flowers and 8 mini crystals around it. You can find all my candles on the website down below, and you can see them for yourself. So let's get right into your reading. Pile number 1, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck with Amethyst. With pile number 2, we have the Crystal Visions Tarot deck with Red Jasper, I'm pretty sure it is. And pile number 3, we have Modern Love Tarot with the Sunstone. So if you are new to pick a card readings, you can just pause the video, meditate on the cards, or if a stone, a crystal, or the deck itself speaks out to you or pops out to you the most, maybe that is your pile. And you may choose that one. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is totally fine. You may choose another one, or, maybe this isn't the video for you. So, alright. So before we get into the reading, I would like to set the mood by shuffle these special cards, because it's a soft reminder. It's a good reminder for the week ahead, what you could focus on, what kind of energies coming towards you, so on and so forth. I really like this deck. It's one of my favorites. And it's very straightforward, I feel like. It's very shebang in your face. So if you hear something in the background, if you hear kind of ruffling and, dogs barking, it's because I have a puppy and they're kind of going bazonkas on one another. So, alrighty, let's see. Let them go, tree. You can't really see that, can you? Alright. Let them go. We have tree. Let's see what this card says. Number 18. Alright, so this card says, you often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. So, very healing energy. It feels like a very hard lesson this week, because I feel as though that you're going to realize that you are carrying other people's emotions, and you may be assuming that they're yours, which isn't healthy at all. You may be completely fine, but you may be dealing with a person that is toxic, or you may be dealing with a person that is very pessimistic, it feels like, but that pessimism is very toxic. And the way they talk about your life, or the way that they share their experiences, it's belittling you. That's kind of the message that just came across. Yeah, the Eight of Cups reverse, it's kind of like you're holding on to this person, knowing that it's just no longer serving you. Yes, maybe it has been, maybe your experience with this person has been fulfilling at one point. Maybe it has been very releasing and very healing. But you're giving away your own power. You're giving away your own personal everything, really. Like, this person, you're going to realize that this person is only taking from you and not giving back, you know? There's no reciprocation in this matter. Where there was before, this person may have become very lazy with their approach, and it's just no longer fulfilling you. It's no longer making you feel good. And you may feel as though maybe I did something wrong, but you didn't. This person is being awful to you. And I feel like screaming. I feel like screaming and crying. I'm like, why don't you see me? The devil. Very toxic behavior, very unhealthy. Very bounding, it feels like this person, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be really anything, but it's speaking like it's a person. This frustration comes from a person. And this week you may realize that it's time to let them go, because you're taking on their pain and you're not okay. You're not okay at all. You're lacking your foundation, you're lacking your boundaries, you're lacking your independence. Like, you no longer know what is your energy, what isn't. This person is very much latched to you, and it's not healthy at all. There's lack of compassion, lack of patience, lack of moderation in this connection, and it's no longer being good to you, really. And I feel as though that next week or this week ahead, you're going to realize that this person is not good for me, and things are going to get worse from this point on. Like, the more you latch onto this person, maybe you love this person, maybe it's your partner, or maybe it's your colleague, maybe it's your family, but it's not healthy at all to be around this energy. It feels as though that you may feel like your hands are tied, like you have nowhere else to go, you have nowhere else to talk to, or you feel alone if this person leaves. And this speaks, unfortunately, codependency. Like, this person has been latching onto you to a point where you don't feel good anymore by being by yourself. And this is conditioning, this is manipulation, a very toxic kind of behavior. No moderation whatsoever. So let's see more. Let's see more. Yeah, you want to break free from this connection, like very unconventional. You may be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have a very strong you have a very strong air sign in your chart. It feels like you may be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because you feel like rebelling against this thing, this person. You're gonna have to rely on yourself, really. You're going to have to rely on your inner strength to break free from the chain of this person's energy latch. Because you no longer feel emotionally okay. And you may seek validation from this person because of the conditioning that you have been going through. So this week you may realize that it takes two in a relationship or in a connection, and this person is no longer making you feel good in the relationship or in the connection. You like, relationships can be romantic or can be just a friend, like a friend or your family. It's a relationship either way. It doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. So yeah, this person is very yeah. I don't know how to put it into words, but I just feel, while I was in these 4 cards, I felt like screaming, crying, like, can you hear me? This frustration. You know, like it's like a dead end. I'm seeing a dead end. However, while I was focusing on this pile, the strength is giving me relief. It's saying, you know what? I'm going to take the ride. I am going to grab him by the horns and say, I cannot do this. I'm not doing this. You're no longer good for me. I need to look out for myself, and this is not it. You being in my life is just not doing me any good anymore. You have broken every boundary possible, and I didn't really see that. I have allowed you to step on me. I have allowed you to blindfold me. I have allowed you to do this because I had feelings for you. You know what I mean? And this just came out of nowhere, but like, you may actually be in a romantic relationship with this person or not. It may be just a person that you like, your love interest or so, or something, but for the majority of you that are watching, you may be in a romantic relationship with this person, and it's just not doing you any good anymore. And I feel like this week you're going to realize that it's time to let them go, because, you know, it's just not worth it. But I'm also hearing that some of you may be in a connection with somebody that is depressed or is very sad or has gone through a very traumatic past, and they're trusting you with everything, you know, they're trusting with what has been happening, so on and so forth. They're like they're opening up to you, and that's a good thing. However, this week you're going to realize maybe that it's just going to be about them, and this is going to make you very sad. Like, you keep on doing the same mistakes, you keep on letting this person in, when I am advising you, I've been telling you this, do not do this. This person is toxic. This person is not seeing you for who you are. And this may be the reason why it's causing you frustration. And you're gonna say, hey, I am no longer going to tell you and quote unquote waste my words or waste my time trying to make you see what I see from the outside, because you're so blindfolded. So I'm going to choose myself and spare my time and energy to allow you to make your own mistakes and see things from what they are. And unfortunately, you may be ready to say goodbye to this person because they are not seeing what you are seeing from the outside, because they are conditioned. So this specific scenario could be you seeing your friend or your significant other or whoever that is from the outside. Could be your perspective. Could be your perception, I'm sorry. And it's going to take a lot of strength to be able to break that bond and say, I'm going to leave you or I'm going to let you make the mistakes you need to make in order to see what I see. I'm going to allow you to fall and stand up on your own. I'm going to still be here, but I'm not going to be your emotional cushion anymore. You know, this is very hard to say. A very hard boundary to put up. Actually, a very hard boundary. But it's needed for your own mental health, really. So, yeah, wow, that was intense. Holy smokes. Alright, yeah, I think this is it. I think I got the message. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for listening to your group. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile or the red Jasper, this is your reading. So I like to just set the mood, or set, just set the intention, not the intention, but it's more, I like to set the mood with these cards. They are the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. And they're very special to me. They're very straightforward, and overall they read the elephant in the room. I like to say that they do, because it feels like they tell you the hard truth, and they somewhat give you the power that you may be lacking. You may not like the, All right, so pile number 2. What is the elephant in the room? Alrighty. What is the elephant in the room for pile number 2? Alright, so lavender, surround yourself with love. Don't we love love? I love love. Number 19. Okay. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Get out there and reconnect, or make new connections. So, it feels like next week you're going to connect with people. You're going to be talking with people. Not necessarily going out, but maybe, having a girls' night or a boys' night, or just a night in general with friends. And you're going to be surrounded by the people that you love. Maybe you have a family reunion, or you're just going to, play games together. This is a nice reminder to just, be human, be out there, be you, right? I feel like in this pandemic, the majority of us forgot to be human, We kind of lost touch with our humanity, how our need to be social beings, So, alright, what's in store for group number 2 next, this upcoming week? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, stepping into your own power. Ooh. Stepping into your own power. Okay. Healing, Six of Swords. Alright, so I feel as though that you're going to be stepping in your own power. You're going to be more comfortable in your own skin than you have been for the past couple of years, really. For some of you, it is years. For some of you, it could be because of the pandemic. Maybe it has affected you. I feel like you're going to be making amends with somebody with the Five of Cups. You're going to be forgiving one another, and you're going to be getting together again. You're going to be sharing your love again. And you're going to be surrounded by that person because you've been missing them. They have been missing you. And the Queen of Wands, it's not just the confidence, the self-reliance, the, stepping into my own power kind of queen, but it's also, I am going to take accountability for what I have been doing. That maybe it hasn't been the best thing to do. Maybe I didn't approach the connection or the situation in the best way possible. So I am going to step in my own power, realize what I need to do, and maybe I'm the one that needs to apologize. Maybe you are the one that needs to apologize to this person, because I got the Six of Swords. You may have been waiting for communication from this person, but they haven't reached out yet because they're still very much hurt about what happened. Because you see, you may be the one reaching out first because you see no progression in waiting. You see no progression, you see no results in just waiting around all day and just wondering where they are, what they're doing, if there's still, if they're okay, really. And then the Five of Cups comes in and say, maybe you need to apologize. Maybe you need to be the one saying, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry I wasn't coherent with my words. Maybe I dumped it all on you with the Ten of Wands. Maybe I dumped it all on you. The Ten of Wands in reverse for me is basically you couldn't handle it anymore, and you had you had basically a mental breakdown. Or stress breakdown, and you had things bottled up that you couldn't really say or you couldn't really know how to express, and you just exploded. Maybe you're the one that needs to forgive yourself, but mainly you're the one that needs to reach out and step in your own power, step in your own responsibility and say, yeah, I fucked up. I am sorry. Right? I am sorry. And then maybe that may be your best friend, that person may be your best friend, a person that is very close to you. Maybe it's your ex with the Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe you broke up because of that, Yeah. The Page of Cups acts as like a messenger, right? So for the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this reconciliation is happening nonetheless, because we got the Page of Cups, and this is a messenger, so this person may come to you. However, you're going to be the one to apologize. They may be breaking their arm and say, I'm going to reach out because I miss this damn girl, I miss this damn person. They're way too proud to just reach out to me, so I'm going to be the one doing so. And you're gonna have that opportunity and that opportunity alone to reconcile. And I feel as though that it's gonna take some balls to realize that you fucked up. Judgment. Guys, I am not kidding. This group is giving me the chills. Judgment. Taking accountability for your actions. What did you do? What happened in this connection that made you do what you did and made you react towards that? What was your reaction to what? What were you feeling in that moment? It's reflection time. It is reflection time. It's time for you to step up to your own power, but it's not necessarily in the external, it's in the internal. It's the internal. Get stepping up into your own power to make yourself accountable for what you did. And it's time for growth. inner and externally, you may have an opportunity to reconnect with the person that you love the most. Maybe it is your best friend. I'm hearing and feeling like it's best friend kind of relationship. But for some of you, could be an actual ex with the Two of Cups, or someone that you're either on a break or you're on bad terms with this person, and it's time for forgiveness. And it's time to take accountability for your mistakes. So this upcoming week, you may get a message from this person just purely on the Page of Cups, because this is the messenger. Or you may get a sign. Maybe you see this person online and you have the urge, or maybe you see that this person saw your story, or maybe this person, posted a picture on Instagram for the first time in a while, or, you may get a sign from this person to reach out to them. But either way, you are going to be the one apologizing. They're still very much heartbroken with what happened, and they may be very tough, but they still hold a very special place in their heart for you. And that's something that nobody can take them away, or that nobody can take away from them. This energy is very, they don't hate you, just wish things could be different. It's that type of feeling. It's very calming and sad at the same time. So this week, there's a lot of growth that is going to happen, or may happen. You may even not choose to talk to them, or, make that first step, and you may not choose to do anything that the energy is saying, it's your choice, it's your free will, but I feel like pride is going to be at play. And pride is something that can destroy connections this beautiful. So just make sure you make the right decision for yourself. It's time to reconnect with this person and apologize and say, I'm sorry. For the majority of you, it is to say, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, group number 2. That was intense. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you identified with pile number 2, leave a purple heart in the comments. I would like to see. And without further ado, I will see you on the next video. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Modern Love Tarot, the pink kind of card with the golden foil, or if you chose the sun card, or if you chose the Sunstone, this is your pile. Alright, so before any reading, I like to shuffle the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. This is one of my favorite decks, and it speaks volumes. It's kind of like the big elephant in the room, and it's very, sometimes it's a good reminder for the week. I like to have, I like to shuffle a card every week to just, remind me of something. It's good for reminders. All right. As well as the Monology deck. I really like that. So what is in store? What's in store for group 3 this week? Ooh. We have moral, be your own first priority, and throne, your potential is endless. Alright, so Throne, your potential is endless. At the risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen or king who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they are afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. Ooh, someone is stepping into their own power this week. Ooh, you're gonna tell them wrong. Alright, moral. Be your own first priority. Whatever you're currently grappling with, you must put yourself first. When you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put your own oxygen mask before you try to help your neighbor with theirs. That is to say, if you don't make sure your own energy bar is full, then you'll have no energy to give it someone else. Be brave enough to admit when you need to take a step back from the demands of others and work on making sure you are okay. So this week is time for pause and to make yourself a priority, really. It feels as though that when we're, you may be working really, really hard at the demands of others, and you forget your own energy. You forget about yourself. Yeah, like you can't do this, yada yada. Maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to go on vacation by yourself and you can't, quote unquote, because other people say, you can't do this. You can't go here. You can't do that. It's like this conditioning type of mentality, you can't do this by yourself, but you just want to take care of yourself. If you need to take that trip, then take that trip. If you want to launch your own business because your work is just boring, or you no longer identify with their values, or they're just underpaying you, then take that jump. You want to change jobs, look for something better. You can't do that because we need you to work this job because it pays more. Well, if their values are shitty, then where are your values, Where is your value in working with someone that their values, let's put an example out there, they're sexist, It's very like you feel uncomfortable with something and you're not listening to your own needs. So maybe making yourself your priority is what needs to happen this week, I'm just putting it out there. Let's see what the cards have to say first. All right, but it's kind of like this feeling that I have, All right. It smells like caramel in here. I love it. All right, what's in store for group 3 for the next 7 days? A week from now. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Cups. Feel as though that this card was reversed. Or not. Let's see. I feel like that was Page of Cups. More pages. Alright. So, the 2 of Pentacles reverse talks about an imbalance in your life. Maybe you're paying too much attention to one aspect of your life. Could be your job and you don't have enough time for yourself. Could be your family. Could be projects. Could be school even. And you're not paying attention to your own needs. You're not paying attention to your child version screaming, I want to play around. I want to fool around. I want to have fun. I want to take care of myself, but you are not, because you're too worried that you may lose your job, or you may lose your scholarship, or you may lose anything if you stop paying that much attention, And it's time for you to reconnect to yourself. It's time for you to be your own first priority and be childlike, to fool around, to have fun. Your potential is endless. Like, who cares if you lose your... this is an expression, don't get me wrong, but who cares if you lose your job, if you're being overworked, underpaid? It's not where you want to be. then I feel like this week you're going to make yourself a priority, even if it means losing something. You know, would you rather lose yourself, or would you rather lose material goods, or I don't know, a friend maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? Well, who would you rather losing? That's an important question for this week. Who would you rather losing? Yourself or other people? Alright, so the star, death. This is uncomfortable but necessary change in your life. And staying hopeful with the star. Staying hopeful that this change, painful, transformative, it's going to whoosh your life. It's going to wash away all the dirt, wash away all the junk, wash away all the hairs that, you know, people have been left behind, or mentalities, or ways of thinking, or ways of speaking, or, you know, anything that needs to change. You're going to go through that transformation starting this week, or, you know, next week, or I mean this week. Sorry. Yeah, what you have been holding on so hard may be the change for you to start being your own first priority. Yeah, you know, you're going to go through the start of a big transformation. And all you gotta do is sit back, relax, buckle up, and really just stay hopeful. It could be in your relationships. You could be with the Six of Cups talking to a friend, or, you know, reconnecting with your friends, or maybe getting a message from somebody with the Page of Cups. This acts as a messenger. From someone from your past. And you realizing, hey, maybe I don't know, but it feels as though that it could be your job for most people. Or it could be, you know, just in life in general, you know. This is a general reading for the collective, so I'm just throwing it out there, you know, but but change is happening regardless. You know where that change is already. Because you know where is lacking balance. Where is lacking priority, and that change is coming this week. One more card, please. What's coming? And the Magician. Like I said, your potential is endless. It's time to grab your tools and make your own reality. Do you want to start that business? Do you want to launch that YouTube channel, that Patreon, that OnlyFans? All the respect, you know? Do you want to, you know, start your Twitch streaming? Do you want to launch that lip, that lip gloss machinery business? Do you want to launch a candle business as well? Do you want to start reading tarot professionally? Do you want to teach astrology or runes, you know, or teach people about crystals? It's endless. But if you want to do it, you need to go through the transformation and just let it go. You need to be your own first priority first, so you learn what that is and learn when you need to recharge if you want to give to other people. If you want to be a healer, then you need to understand this to the T. Because you will be giving your own energy to others. And you will need to understand your body, your own signs, how you react to certain things. You know, you'll need to learn yourself again. Because I'm gonna tell you this. When I started reading tarot, I was doing streams on Twitch. And when I started, I couldn't do more than 5 readings at a time. more than 5. After those 5, I would feel drained. And I'm telling you, drained. Really. I could barely speak. And the next day, I did a reading, and I could barely think, could barely speak, could barely do anything. Because of what? Because I didn't I didn't know my limits. I didn't set boundaries. I didn't set a limit. I was just running wild and free because I didn't make myself my first priority first. Does that make any sense? I didn't make myself a priority first. I didn't know what that was, and I learned the hard way. So this week you may learn the hard way, or you may learn the easy way. It's time for you to play around, reconnect to your source, reconnect to your childhood, reconnect to your friends, reconnect to your past memories. Maybe you're living away from family and you need to reconnect with your family, with your homeland, with your hometown, with things that feel familiar to you, in order to recharge, in order to, I would even say, ground yourself, so you can feel inspired for what's coming, so you can have your own ideas, because Page of Cups is not just a messenger, it's also someone that is very inspiring, very inspired, has a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, a lot of goals, but they're not mature enough to follow them. It's just things that pop in their head. So this may be your sign to find that balance, because your ideas are just in your head and not necessarily on paper, taking action, so on and so forth. So that needs to change. Maybe you're just comfortable thinking, but you need to take action. If you really want that, your potential is endless. It's just you have the magician. Just have to do it, and it will be delivered to you. Your hard work will be rewarded tenfold if you do the work, if you take that step. So this week, a lot of reflection, a lot of reconnection, and this new moon in Aquarius may be the jumpstart to that, but you need to take action. You may have felt inspired on February 1st or January 31st, or from day to another. And you may feel that spark, but you just don't know what that is, So this is your sign to take action, to put your ideas on paper, to make plans, goals, achievable tasks every day, and then take action on those every single day. This is what I'm doing as well. So we're together, all right? So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Leave a star in the comment section if this resonated with you. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, if you like the content or the vibe, and I will see you next time. Bye.